Hey guys, this is KJ48 and welcome to my 7 Days to Die Let's Play. This is going to be Season 9. Alpha 9 has just dropped. I did not think it was going to drop this Friday, and it did. God bless the fun pimps. They dropped Alpha 9, and I could not be more excited. Got a lot to talk about. We're going to get into the game, and I can talk as I'm playing. So right here, I'm going to set up as a survival single player. Pam's server, the dedicated servers need to be updated, so I'm going to play on a single player world. And once Pam gets a server updated, I'll move the single player world to the multiplayer server. Random generated world. That's one of the new settings. I think it's the only new setting in here. But you got navs gain, and you just put it on random generated. I'll name it Season 9. Difficulty. We're going Nomad. Which is the medium difficulty, default zombie run. We're going to lower the loot abundance to 150%. I actually played a little bit earlier, and I found the loot to be much better. So I'm going to put it on 150%, and if it's too much, I might even lower it a little bit more. But I think 150% should be okay. Loot respawn time, 7 days. Tool belt drop. Damage given, medium. Enemy memories. Everything here is just default. And miscellaneous, make sure cheat mode is off. And... okay, here we go. 24-hour cycle. It's kind of hard to find shelter by the first night, so I'm going to have this as a 40-minute cycle. 40 minutes is the default, and there's a reason for that. Percentage of night will be 35. Block durability is normal. No crafting, no loot timers, and we will have airdrops. So let me just look through this really quick to make sure everything's the way I like it. And miscellaneous, let's start. So, yeah, I'm freaking jacked. This is going to be a very different Let's Play. This is going to be very, very strange. There's a lot of new things in it. In the last video I made, I had some newbies asking if I would give tips and stuff about the game. Yeah, you're going to get tips because this is going to be a whole new world here, man. This is a whole new game. Very different. Right here you got cotton flowers. We're going to pick the cotton flowers. We're going to pick, basically just pick any flowers you can. They're definitely needed. The goldenrod's good. The cotton's good. And I will explain why later. You start off here. You got you start off with a bottled water, a thing of food, and bandages. And we got a whole new UI here. This UI is much better. I love it. The character UI looks almost the same, but it's just a little different. And I love the way this stuff looks. But I'm not going to get into that right now. Right now, we have to collect some stuff. This game is like Minecraft now, randomly generated. The world outside, if you hit the map, the world outside of my little area here has not been generated yet. As I explore more of the world, it will be generated. But right now, it's fog of war, and there's nothing there. And let's get moving. You look on the bottom left-hand side, for those of you who've been watching for a while, you will notice that the mini-map is now gone, and we have, we have some indicators there of my, health, stamina, and thirst meter and hunger meter. Basically the same meters as before. It just it's in a different format right now. Oh boy, we got a guy right on me already. Let's get out of here. We do not want to fight any zombies yet. They actually changed the recipe for the spike club, which was my go-to weapon early in the game, to take ingots. So we won't be making that ever. I'll make a sledgehammer before I make that. Alright, for you newbies, the first thing you're going to want to do is find one of these bushes, and you're going to want to punch it. And that's going to give you some sticks. Sticks are going to be really nice. You're going to punch a few of these. And, yeah, punch those up, get yourself some sticks. You're also going to want to look for roads. I think you probably want to stay on the roads when possible now. Now that the world is randomly generated and there's no real map, you're probably going to want to stay on the roads. Also, for you newbies, pick up the stones on the ground. Okay? Make sure you pick all the cotton flowers you can. We'll get into that later. And just try and avoid the zombies. Do not fight them. Don't punch them. Just get out of there. They won't run except for at night. You want to pick as many cotton as you can. I mean, pick it all. You know? Pick up some stones. Goldenrod tea is really nice. You can now drink out of water sources. You won't automatically get sick, but every time you drink out of a water source, you have a chance to get dysentery. Alright. So, oh, we got some more wood here on the ground. These are just wood thingies on the ground. You put those in. That scared me. I thought it was a... Oh, wow. That gives you a lot of sticks. Okay, here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these stones in here. We're going to turn them, all the stones, into sharpened stones. Freaking zombies. Alright, I'm going to try and get away from these zombies so I can do a little bit of crafting. I need to find a road, and I need to find loot. What I need now is metal. One thing that you can make now, if you have... punch some grass. This is another thing, newbies. Punch some grass. Take the tall grass, turn it into plant fibers. Take the plant fibers, one stick and one sharpened stone, and you've got your first item, a stone axe. This thing is going to be your first line of defense, and it's also going to let you chop down trees and do little things like that, knock up some stones and everything. You could take eggs. Excuse me, I had to cough. You could take eggs for a food source, but I don't. If you want to take eggs, you can make like bacon and eggs and stuff. Maybe I'll do that some other time, but for now I'm not going to waste inventory spots on it. Alright, so what I'm looking for is a road here. I really don't see one. I'm going to keep heading this way. When I was playing earlier to test out the world, I kept heading south, and I eventually came to a new biome. I came to the southern biome, and I didn't like it. I don't want to go down there again, so I'm gonna head north and east and try and stay in the forest area for now. But right here, you can break these rocks on the surface and hold down E to collect everything in the area. It's not like Minecraft. You have to actually hold down the E key to collect everything in the area. And these stones will give you a couple things. They will give you some iron, they will give you some potassium nitrate, and they will give you some coal. Potassium nitrate is good for a few different things. We'll get into that later. Same thing with coal. Just collect some of it. Alright, so you take the metal fragments, you put them in there, and you get scrap iron. Now we can make our first weapon. You come over here to the drop-down menus, and you put on weapons. And right here, I used to use the spiked club. Where is it? But now the spiked clubs take iron ingots. Screw that. We're going to make the iron reinforced club, and I think I hear some zombies coming in. So you just make the iron reinforced club. This thing's it's going to be the best weapon you're going to have early in the game. Now we have a real weapon, and we also have some kind of way to gather resources. Now we want to find a road. Okay, so again, for those of you who don't know, zombies will... you can set zombies however you want. I choose to set them at default, and on default, they are slow during the day and they are fast at night. One of the major changes they've made recently is the zombies will not be fast if they're inside anymore. If it's daytime, they're slow. It doesn't matter if they're in pitch darkness or if they're in the middle of the sunlight. They will be slow no matter what. And at night, they will be fast no matter what. There's no way for you to slow them down. The game does have a stealth mechanic, and we will get into that later. Without the prefabs are like buildings that are already pre-made that you'll come across, like houses and cities and stuff. And without prefabs to stay in, it's gonna be difficult for you to survive. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking for some kind of prefab. If you find a good one, then stay in the area and continue looting. But don't leave that prefab the first night, because it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to travel. I'm not sure how you're supposed to travel. Here's some of the new terrain, and there's like cliff faces in the game now. I've come across some cliffs, and it's pretty cool. You can break your bones now. If you break a bone, it takes a long time for it to heal on its own. You can actually make yourself a splint if you like. Yeah, so try not to break your bones. Alright, I want to get some of these rocks. So you can see right there on the bottom left-hand side, my stamina meter's pretty low. That's not good. I'd like to find a pickaxe, but this game's going to be a lot more difficult early in the game. No doubt about that. So that should make it a little bit more interesting for, you know, for veterans like myself. Now, when you use this stone axe, it doesn't really take down your stamina down, like, almost at all. Like, I'm using the stone axe. It's not even, like, it's not even moving my stamina. Alright, if you're going to melee a zombie, what you're going to do is you're going to, like, kind of dodge in and dodge out, and you're going to aim for the head. Dodge in, hit, move out. Dodge in, hit, move out. And start swinging before you're close to them. Like, swing now. And you kind of like, the swing is a little bit delayed, and it might take a little bit. By the way, you can loot zombies as well. The swing is a little bit delayed, and it might take some getting used to, but once you get it, you'll get the feel for it. It won't be a problem. It's not that hard. Alright, we found a road. That's what I've been looking for. Alright, so there's going to be a lot of trash on the road. There's going to be a lot of loot on the road. I'm going to stick with the roads. Although, oh, by the way, they took the mini-map away on the bottom left-hand side, but you do have a compass. Now, the roads seem to go north and south, which kind of stinks, because if I go north, I'm going to end up... Oh, what do we got here? Oh, this looks like it's kind of messed up. This alpha just dropped, and there's going to be a lot of bugs in it, and this is one of them. This is completely broken. Okay. Crawlers are really hard to fight in if you have grass in the way. So you can only fight them when there's no grass in the way. You gotta kind of like lure them to a spot where you can actually hit them. So this is a barn. Oh, we got dogs. All right, dogs are the worst. Where's he going? All right, I'm gonna run out to the road. All right, we got a dog. Dogs can be really nasty in the grass because you hit the grass instead of them. All right, I'm gonna get away from that dog. I'm not messing with dogs. Dogs tend to hang out at barns. Now I do have a way I can fight the dog, so let's come on over here. We're gonna make our next weapon. Actually, before we do that, we're gonna grab some more grass. We're gonna make the crossbow. We're gonna go all Daryl Dixon on him. It's gonna be awesome. So you grab some grass. We're gonna keep an eye on that dog. Grab some grass, turn it into plant fibers. Then you're gonna come up here to weapons, and you're gonna look for the crossbow, and there's the crossbow. Crossbow's really nice, and that's why we've been picking up all the rocks, because we need the rocks to make the bolts for the crossbow. And don't call what crossbows take arrows, because they're not arrows, they're bolts. And anybody who's like a big time archer will get really upset with you. I don't know who would be a big time archer, but you know, it's kind of funny either way. All right, so we got right here the crossbow bolt, and there we go. And that dog is getting really close. Okay, so that dog's running towards us. We're gonna load up the cross. Wait, what happened to my bolts? Wait, I did make them, didn't I? Oh, I didn't take them out. Okay, there we go. The only zombie I'm really worried about in this area is that dog, and he just keeps running after me. I wonder if he's sensing me, or he's probably just running after me like cheaply. We should just kill him. All right, come on, dog. Let's do this. All right, forget him. You gotta wait until he's running directly at you. I don't know what he's doing. I'm gonna ignore him. Oh, look at all that food. Okay. One shot. Boom. Headshot. Love it. Okay, so we got a little barn here. Let's loot up. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, so we got weapon repair kits. We got an urban combat book, which will allow us to stay alive using a shotgun. So that's good. We'll take that. Let's see what else we got here. Nothing else here. Let's grab this nest. That's why I've been taking the feathers, because the feathers are needed for the crossbow bolts. And let's go on up here. Now, if it was nighttime, you could probably stay here. If you had to. Because of the stealth system. I'm not going to take the skinned rabbit, because if you look down at the bottom, it has a smell. And the zombies can detect you if you're carrying that stuff around. So I'm going to actually leave the rabbit here. By the way, if you jump from high heights and land on hay barrels, you don't take damage. Alright, let's get out of here. Where's that dog? Yeah, he probably despawned. The corpse despawned. Now, I could kill deer now. I could kill deer if I wanted to. And take their hide. Well, I probably could take their leather. Alright, let's get away from these zombies. I gotta show you a couple things. Oh, what are these? Corn seeds. Okay, I'll take those. Take all the cotton you see. Trust me. Okay, we should be okay right about now. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your cotton, and you're going to put half right there, and you're going to put the other half right there, and you're going to make cloth fragments. Then you're going to go to your little armor, your clothing thing here, and you're going to make clothes. I think the first thing I'll make is pants, because, you know, nobody wants to be running around with their, you know, their giblets flying all over the place. So, make some pants. Can we make anything else? Maybe we can make a jacket. Yeah, jacket. Okay, pants and a jacket. That's a good start. And if you look on these, the jacket and the pants, they actually have, you know, protection percentages. It's 10% across the board on the jacket, and the pants are 10% as well. So we'll put those on. And I hear some zombies walking in my direction, so we'll move on. Okay. Really like to find a prefab before the end of this video, but when I was testing out the game, I didn't find one for quite a while, so it might not be till episode 2. So I'm really excited about this update. This game has changed. It's changed the entire thing of the game, and while I like the game the way it was, I was ready for a change. And I know a lot of you are as well, so I'm really excited about this. I'm also going to be streaming this probably quite a bit more. As a matter of fact, I'm making this tonight. I'll probably have this go up tonight, probably really late. But I am going to be streaming tonight as well. And I will be streaming this. It's going to be a little harder for a Let's Play, though, especially in the beginning of the game, because it's just a lot of running around and just looting. So, it might be a little more difficult. But we'll make it work. Man, I'm so excited. This is a pretty cool update, man. Pretty cool. It's, nah, I don't want to break those up. Let's keep moving. I really want to find a place to live, at least for the first, bit. I'm not quite sure how I want to play this. Do I want to go nomad and just keep, by the way, this is everywhere I've gone. Yeah, I started over here. Now, do I want to go nomad and just keep moving? I don't think that's really plausible because I have a hard time carrying around everything I want. So I do want to make a base, but I also want to explore. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough choice. I'm not really sure I'm going to play this. I'm very excited about it though, because the fact that I don't know how to play it is pretty friggin' exciting. All right, let's go. What are we? Let's go east. Out of the way, deer. I don't want to keep going north or south because I think if I go north, I'm going to end up in the snow biome, which I don't like. And I know if I go south, I'm going to end up in the southern biome, which I also don't like. Let's kill this guy. I got to keep my skills sharp, right? Okay. Wow, a lot of deer in this world. Like, I mean, I've seen zombies kill deer. How come there's so many deer? Like, shouldn't they be hunted as well? Whoa! Whoa. I'm used to killing them with 3 shots. As your stamina goes down, you look in the bottom left-hand side, my stamina's pretty low. Or my thirst meter's pretty low. And as your thirst meter gets lower, your stamina gets lower. And as your stamina gets lower, you do less damage. And I actually haven't found a bunch of water yet, which is kind of weird. Oh, by the way, when you drink now, you get the water jars back. So that's pretty sweet. What's that? It looks like a floating tree stump. Yeah. This game's got some bugs still. Oh, no, it's not floating. It's just on a little hill. These are little secret stashes, I guess. No, I am going to stay on the road. I will go off the road to get stuff that I see in the distance, but I'm going to stay on the road. It's, I don't know. I just like being on the road. I just don't know where I'm going to stay the first night. You know, like, I don't even know where I'm going to start when I die. I'm guessing I might start where I first started, but I don't know. It's going to be pretty interesting. This is a whole new game. It's a whole new game. A lot of people were asking me in my last video, hey, Cage, can you do a, you know, like I said, can you show us noobs? But, man, you guys are going to learn with me because it's all new. It's all new. Alright, let's take a look at some of the inventory stuff we got here. Oops, I don't want to do that. Alright. One thing they did nerf is the amount of metal you get from a lot of this stuff. Like, you get less from tin cans and less from, you know, other things. Less from... I don't know. They said they were going to nerf them, so... Not sure if they did, but they said they were going to. Let's go ahead and read this Urban Combat book, because it's just taking up space. And we got a bunch of new recipes. We could definitely eat. Let's go ahead and eat. Probably eat both of these. Okay. And what else? Can we get rid of anything else? We could turn these fishing weights into scrap lead. I thought I had some lead on me. Yeah, there we go. And we could turn this cotton into more fragments. Alright, that's looking pretty good. We are going to have an issue with water if we don't find some soon. I think I mentioned this, but I'm going to say it again. You can now drink out of rivers and other water sources without getting sick. Well, let me put it this way. You have a chance of getting sick, but it's not every single time. So if you get really desperate, you can drink out of the water. And you can actually cure your sickness with goldenrod tea or antibiotics. But I think there's a point where dysentery gets bad enough where goldenrod tea won't help you anymore. Oh, we're at a biome change. Wait, I'm going east. Well, I'm going southeast. I didn't want to come to the south. Oh, Jesus. I didn't want to come to the south because I don't want to be in this biome. I want to stay in the woods biome. Ugh. I might not have a chance. This looks like a burned out biome. The dogs. Forget that. Alright. Okay, so what should I do here? Should I continue going south? Should I come back up here and go that way? Yeah, let's come back up here and go this way. I don't want to go in the south. I mean, I can come to the south, but I kind of want to go to the south when I'm a little bit more ready for the south. So I'm going to head back up to that crossroads, and I'll come back when I'm there. Man, one thing this game's going to need, if they're going to have these big, open, sprawling areas, is vehicles. I know that the pimps are not, like, making vehicles a priority right now, but I hope they do, because, man, we need some vehicles. This is... Man, I'm telling you, this is a long trip. I'm going to be doing a lot of cutting from, you know, traveling, because... Oh, here we go. We got some houses. Now, I don't think this is a prefab, at least not like a big prefab. It's probably just a few houses. I think I was here before, actually, on my other world. When I was... Yeah, I was here before. This is a prefab. These three houses are together, one prefab. Pre-built structures for you to come across. Let me go ahead and turn this into that. Make some space. I might want to think about staying here tonight. Gotta clear out the zombies first. I don't know the rules for zombies spawning. You know, like, I don't know if you can clear out an area. I hope I can. Okay, what do I want to do here? What do I gotta do? I need to make room. I really don't want to, like, do anything with this stuff, though. I want to kind of keep it all. We don't need corn seeds right now. Okay, that's another thing. When you get hit by zombies now, they will do a little less damage, but they will stun you. I don't know if you saw that little stun icon on the bottom left-hand side, but I don't like it. I hope they change it back. Reminds me of too much of Left 4 Dead 2. Alright, I am saving my crossbow bolts for the big guys because they take quite a few melee hits. So usually when I see a big guy, I'll use a crossbow bolt on him. See? One shot. It's one shot with any of these guys, but it's really worth it for the bloat zombies. Actually, let me loot them up. Alright, wait your turn, woman. You'll get yours. Alright. There you go. I do have to do some Ooh, what's that? Oh, a blood draw kit! Oh, daddy. I want that, I want that, I want that. Gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it. Take those. Let's drop this and get those bandages. Now, here we go, okay? There is a new item in the game for healing called, where is it? First aid kit, okay? Now, you can use a blood draw kit to get blood bags, and you can make bandages out of cloth fragments. I don't know what that thing is in the middle, guys. If anyone knows, please tell me. I have no way of, like, nothing's telling me what that thing is in the middle. I've used regular water, and I've used murky water, and I've used empty jars. So I need to know what that thing is in the middle for these first aid kits. First aid kits heal you 50% of your health right away, or 50, no, not 50%, 50 hit points of health, and then another, I forget how many hit points after that, over time. They are awesome, and I want to get them. Let's use a blood draw kit right now and see what it does. Alright, blood draw kit. I just used it. And I probably dropped it on the ground. Yeah, because... Okay, so it's the same thing as in Rust. It basically just hurts you and gives you a blood bag. Okay. Very good. That's really cool, man. I like that. I just wish I knew what that thing is in the middle. Guys, the first person who tells me what that thing is in the middle is... You're going to be my hero. So please, please tell me. Alright, we got to make some room here. I do want coffee beans. I don't know. I don't know what I want to get rid of here. There we go. Okay. Normally I would just pause the video to do the stuff off camera, but it's okay. We're good. All right, hat, skull cap. We can definitely do that. That gives me some protection. Ooh, that's my timer. We're gonna go a little bit longer here. Not too much longer though, because I do want to get this video up. And guys, I'm excited, man. Expect to see a lot more 7 Days to Die. As if I wasn't giving. Why can't I put this on? Okay, it's not letting me put the hat on. Forget it. I don't really care that much. Let's loot this house up. We'll go upstairs, and then that'll be it for this video. All right, more blood bags. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this. Still, I was doing a lot of 7 Days to Die videos before. Get ready to start seeing me do 7 Days to Die videos and streaming it, because I'm quite psyched, actually. Okay, we got that. What can we get rid of? What can we get rid of? I really hesitate to get rid of food, but I think we're going to be okay on food. Alright, we're going to pick this bed up. No, we're not, because we don't have enough room. Get rid of the paper. I kind of want paper, but, you know, it's just not that important right now. I'm not good at making decisions on what to get rid of. Alright, let's end this video. Super psyched, guys. Super psyched. I'm going to just stay up here. I'll probably stay in this little prefab area for the night, and hopefully everything will go okay. The nights are going to be very strange because I'm going to have to just hide up here and hope I don't get discovered. And in order for me to do that, it's going to be a very boring video. As a matter of fact, one thing you could do to save yourself is knock out the bottom rung of a ladder, and it makes it harder, if not impossible, for the zombies to climb up the ladder. So I will stay here. I'll loot the rest of the town, though, in the beginning of next video, and then I'll stay up here for the night. But the thing is, the nights are going to be very boring. They're going to be me just sitting up here, not making any sounds, and not moving. So what I'll do is, next video, I'll loot up the rest of the town, and then when it becomes nighttime, I'll pause the video and wait the night out, off video. Oh, I'm super psyched, man. I'm so jacked. I'm going to make a lot more videos this weekend. So anyway, that's going to be it for episode 1, and I'll see you next time for episode 2. Till then, take it easy.